Thank you. And then Kelly Lesser, followed by Annie Kavanaugh, and then Steve Deppa.
Good evening, Mayor Reynolds and fellow council members. My name is Kelly Lesser, owner of Urban Couture located at 245 Broadway. And I'm here regarding the letter to the city received from Greg Scott, Doug Gillen, on behalf of the majority of the business owners, asking for the city to address keeping law and order to our downtown area prior to the January 2027 Warren. I believe Mayor Reynolds had asked to put this on the agenda all the way back in March this year, so I was in hopes that this was still a priority and that we might find it on the next agenda before we lose any more of our downtown merchants. I had an incident last month where I had to call Chico PD, and when the officers arrived, just based off the situation that I had at the store, those officers were extremely kind, but they couldn't do as much as they wanted to do. And at that point, that's when they started sharing that they have been really looking forward to the end of, Warren coming up. But they also mentioned that they have been asking, a lot of the other officers have been asking their higher-ups, what do we have on the agenda? How are we going to start moving forward with this coming so close to the end? And they all three shared that they were frustrated that there was, at that point when they were asking their superiors, was that they're just waiting for direction from city. So anyways, I just wanted to bring that here and see if I don't think you can respond to me, but just really hoping that is a priority, because I do know two other businesses that are on their way out too. It's just a real struggle. And I know there's other issues that we're having downtown as well, but it is very difficult. So thank you for your time.
I just want to somewhat humorously share my experience in coming to the meeting tonight. The first experience was driving around the city council. I noticed that the number of tents on the margins of the city council have increased, not decreased. Then I came into the parking lot and attempted to park in the visitor parking spaces, and I discovered that 3 of those spaces have now been turned over to city staff only parking. Once I parked my car, I came walking through the pop-up soup kitchen that was outside the city council, about 30 or 40 people there, using city property for that purpose. And then as I walked towards the city council, there was a tent on the sidewalk on the way to the entrance to the city council with a big garbage bag sitting in the middle of the sidewalk. And so I asked, would you mind moving and they complied very nicely. And as I started to move forward, there was a big terrier bulldog that growled at me on a leash that was long enough to reach me, and I had to change my course and come in through a different way. Now, I know that you're not purposefully trying to discourage public participation in the city council meetings, but if you were, this would be a really good way to do it, is to create a sort of an obstacle course of unpleasant experiences as a way, on the way in to attend the meeting. So, as you know, I believe there are plenty of things that the city could do between now and when Warren expires. And I think the feedback that I'm getting from people that talk to me is that the attitude increasingly is that the city council is not able or willing to take action, even on a minor level, to try to improve the conditions such as I just described. So I just wanted to take this opportunity to share that with you for what it's worth, and hopefully something can be done about it here soon. Thank you.